You know, guys, the one thing I hate seeing more than homeless people is homeless people with dogs. When I see a homeless person with a dog, it tears me up because I know that dog is going to be on that leash for a long time, possibly its entire life. And I also know the dog is not getting fed properly and its living condition isn't very good. Part of me wants to make up packages like some kind of a homeless kit for them guys, and part of me doesn't. You know, with winter coming up, I have a lot of coats here I don't wear that I found in the trash. I have a lot of blankets that I have heavy, heavy down blankets I have that people threw out I don't use. And I was thinking of making kits up for them with like some maybe 3 bars of soap, some fingernail clippers, shaving, gloves, socks, maybe one of my winter coats, and some blankets. Maybe like a pack of cigarettes with a lighter. Tell me, what do you think I should do, guys? Do you think I should make a kit up like that, man? Make like 4 or 5 kits up like that, and when I go back down there again, I'll hand them out to these guys. You know, a lot of people they don't like doing that because who helps them? You know, it's like who helps me? Nobody. Nobody helps me. So why should I help anybody? And that's how a lot of people think. That's why they're in the situation they're in. So the other day, I thought I was going to die. I felt horrible. I haven't gone out on the chopper here probably over 2 weeks. I thought I was getting a hernia yesterday. That's what I thought. I thought I actually thought I was getting a hernia. I couldn't go to the bathroom without it hurting, and it was like it was starting from my stomach, going all the way down to my testicles. And so I laid down. I slept for 16 hours. My first day off, I slept for 12 hours. My second day off, I slept for 16 hours. And then when I took the e-bike out, I was feeling a little bit better. But I still don't feel too hot. You know, that's right now. You can see it's a real nice day out there, and I should take this bike out for a spin. But I'm just, guys, I have no energy. I have almost no energy anymore. You know, I'm going to go to Glory Days over in the Pittsburgh Brewing Factory. You know, the Glory Days doesn't allow dogs anymore. When I took Key to the Glory Days last year over at the Cary Blast Furnace Works, that was probably the last time they let dogs in, and so they're not allowing people to come in with a dog anymore to the Glory Days motorcycle show. And you know, I take that personal a little bit. I really don't like that. I was thinking about banning them, you know, because when somebody bans me from taking my dog somewhere, I usually ban them. You know, I will usually do everything possible to put them out of business. You know, what harm is a dog doing going to a motorcycle show that's outside? You have people out there smoking marijuana. Okay, a lot of people don't like breathing marijuana in because that's like with my job, I get drug tested randomly. Okay, so I don't really, even though I used to smoke marijuana, I used to sell marijuana. I'm strictly against it right now because of my job. I wouldn't have this job if I had marijuana in my system. Yet there's people. It's like there was people smoking marijuana at the last Glory Days motorcycle show, and there will be people smoking marijuana at this. Well, that's okay, but it's not okay. I take my dog. You know, so this might be the last Glory Days I go to, and what is there anyway? What's there anyway? You got these guys showing up in their new Harleys. They think they're the cock of the walk. They think they're Johnny Cock Dandy. You got these old motorcycles. Like I wanted to put my chopper in the show, and the owner said there's no room. But meanwhile, there was a truck. There was a truck there, right? A truck shouldn't have been there. There was a lowered truck. As soon as you go in, there was a lowered truck, a lower Chevy truck. It's supposed to be about motorcycles, not trucks. See, the guy that runs that, um, you got to basically kiss his ass. You got to know him in order to get a bike in there. Okay, you got to be one of his friends, one of his constituents, in order to get your motorcycle in that show, or you got to pay him off, or you got to pay him off. So this might be my last time, guys. I'm gonna go to Glory Days, and plus, the cost went from $10 to $20. Went from 10 to $20. Now the day that it's going to be, it's from 12 o'clock to 7 p.m. I have to work that night. Okay, that night I got to work, so I don't even know if I'll be able to make it. Because I usually lay down. I usually go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if I go to that, I'm gonna lose sleep, which I don't like losing sleep. I have to have at least 8 hours of sleep every day, or else I'm worth crap. So, when it comes to either going to Glory Days or getting my sleep, I'm going to want to get my sleep. And I can't take that day off because I have to give my employer at least, I think it's 3 weeks notice in order to take a day off because I'm on the schedule right now. So if I wanted that day off, I would have had to put that in a month ago. So, I'm not promising you guys anything, man. I'm sorry, but my sleep is very important to me. Now, tomorrow's Labor Day. Um, I'll try to get the chopper out tomorrow because I still haven't test rode the chopper since I readjusted the carburetor. I readjusted the air and fuel mixture needle, and I put that other primary fluid in the chain case, the Spectro. I put the Spectro back in there, and I haven't rode it. I haven't rode it since. I haven't rode it now, probably coming up on 3 weeks. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm enjoying the e-bike more. I'm enjoying that a lot more because you can go places with the e-bike that you can't go with a motorcycle. You can, you guys see with your own eyes. There's a lot of places I can go with that thing where you can't take a motorcycle. So those two motorcycles I was looking at, they're still for sale. They still haven't sold them. You know, that one out in Unlimited Cycle Center, it was teal and antique white. It's still for sale. He still, what the fool should have did is they should have said, okay, listen, we'll give you $2,500. Okay, they wouldn't even give me that much. The dude said, we sometimes we take a big dog, we'll literally give the owner pennies on the dollar. But meanwhile, your motorcycle's still for sale. You still haven't sold it. All right. If you'd have sold it to me, you would have moved money. And that's the way businesses work. You move money. But see, they're so headstrong. They're so set on their personal ways. You know, these dealers are so set on we do it this way, and it's our way or the highway. If they would have gave me 2,500, which is giving this motorcycle away literally, if they would have given me maybe like $3,000 trade in, I would have probably took the trade. And the same thing for that plum colored Harley over at Z&M Harley Davidson. That's still for sale as well. Okay, and ain't no one gonna buy them because you have to be able to work on those motorcycles yourself. A lot of Harley dealers won't work on the older Harleys anymore because they need to make money off the warranties. That's their bread and butter. That's what the dealerships want. They want the newer bikes, preferably you buy the bike off them, and then you got to come in when their service says, and they bill the corporation like 20 times the amount that it would normally cost you to work on that bike. That's their bread and butter. That's how they make their money. Plus, they make money off of new bikes too. So they don't want to have a motorcycle like the Big Dog sitting for maybe 2 or 3 years. It might sit for 5 years. They're not going to want to do nothing like that. So, the hell with them. That's why, guys, a lot of Harley Davidson dealerships are going out of business because nobody has $40,000-$50,000 to blow on a goddamn motorcycle. Okay, I don't. And if I did, I wouldn't blow it on a goddamn motorcycle. I'd blow it on another house. I mean, to spend even $35,000 on a motorcycle, you got to be out of your goddamn mind. You got to be out of your duck shucking mind, brother. Especially, I can understand if you live down in Florida, okay, or like San Diego, where you can use it almost every day out of the year. But up here in the Northeast, you can use it maybe 3 months out of the year. Maybe not even 20 days out of the year you can use that bike. And you're going to blow $40,000 on a new Harley Davidson when you can only use it maybe 20 times a year. You got to either have money. You got to either have been born with a silver spoon, or you got to be out of your duck shucking mind. So back to that e-bike, guys. The helmet mount, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. I didn't know the helmet mount was tilting down. See, this is the mount right here. What I did since then is I put a hold on a minute here. Let's get this. What I did since is I put a zip tie. I don't know if you can see the zip tie right here. and that goes in the helmet, so this won't tilt down anymore. You know, it's real strong now. And before, when it tilted down yesterday, there was double-sided tape that was holding it. I mean, this cord is holding on to the helmet too, but the upper part of the mount was mounted on double-sided tape, which it came off, and it basically what it was doing is I took off. It was like this, okay? When I hit that first bump, it went like that. So, you know, I apologize for that. I know it's messed up not to have that upper part of the video. You can't see nothing. You couldn't see the top of that one ship. You couldn't see the top of the submarine. It's messed up. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again tomorrow. Maybe a third time's a charm. Instead of taking the, see, that's what I mean. I'd rather take that e-bike out than take the motorcycle out, because the motorcycle, you're going on the roads with all these crazy maniacs, you know, and everyone's zipping by you at 100 freaking miles an hour. You know, it's guys, it's so crazy around here because there's no police nowhere. The police only come out on call here. Ever since the riots, that's what the police do here. They only come out on call. You know, around here, you can almost do whatever you want on the road. You know, and that's what people do. They're doing whatever they want to do. They're driving however they want. You know, so the motorcycle sits, and it's not good if it sits. I have to take it out every once in a while. I might go out maybe 2 more times, and that's going to be it until next year. Maybe 2 more times. You know, then we're going to work on maybe during the winter I'll work on some kind of paint scheme for the bike. But yeah, having a motorcycle sit, you know, you have to move it around so that the tires don't get flat spots. You got to start it up a little bit from time to time. You know, you got to keep your garage heated. The garage got to be heated. So, yeah, but part of me wants to have a homeless kit man for them guys. And now, what I'm going to do from now on when I go down there is I'm going to avoid that section. As soon as you get on that trail, you can get on the road. It's called River Road. And you can take that all the way down to the end. Then you get back on that trail, and that avoids all that section where the homeless people are camped out at. But even on River Road, there was two homeless dudes. They looked right at me. As soon as I came flying down that road, I don't know if you guys seen that on the video. As soon as I came flying down that street, they looked right at me. They were two vagrants, and they knew exactly how much that bicycle was worth. You know, and it's a shame. It really is. It's just a shame. That's the closest bike trail there is to me. That's the closest one there is. There is no other ones. That's the only one that's close enough for me to be able to go from my house. But when I used to take my hybrid mountain bike down there, I would park on the boat section side. where dudes park their boats after they launch their boat, and they don't like you parking there if you're a bicyclist. They used to hassle me. They used to be very rude to me. I'd find like the lock and pin for the hitch. I found that missing a couple times. You know, if you park there and you're unhooking your bike from the bike rack, they're very nasty to you, because they only want people that have to do with boating parked in that first lot. That's another reason why I stopped going down there, because the disrespectful people. You know, and that's how most people around here are. They have no respect for anybody. Even on that bike trail, most of those people they have absolutely no respect for nobody. So, I'm going to have to start this bike up right now, guys. I'm not going nowhere with it, man, but we're going to start it up a little bit just to get the mothballs out. All right, let me, I've pulled it out of the garage here. By the way, on my other garage over there, I got the rail brackets up. That's done. The only thing I have to do to that now is put the springs on and the cables, and then I'm gonna have a ceremony for opening the door for the first time. It'd be the first garage door I had on there in probably about 25 years. Guys, I am so tired, man. And I've been working I've been working since I was 12 years old. And I am tired. All right, let's pull this guy out here a little bit. Yep, I'll be the first one to admit it. I am really tired. Looks like my grips are sliding a little bit. Sounds pretty good, guys. Yeah, guys, I'm tired, man. I'm beat, guys. You know, man, I used to be terrified of retiring. Guys, I used to be terrified of retiring. I cannot wait until I retire. You know, the world has got itself in one hell of a hurry, one hell of an impatient hurry. And most of you young guys, you don't get it yet, and you won't get it until you reach my age. Then you're going to understand how wrong you were when you were younger. You know, I did it too, guys. I used to have a Mustang, man. I had a Mustang GT. It had a low profile blower on it. I had a competition exhaust on it. I had a an aluminum flywheel on it. I had a competition clutch on it. Low profile tires. I used to run people off the road. I never used my brakes. I didn't stay behind anybody. I was literally a devil behind the wheel. I ran an elderly couple off the road on a highway. They were in a conversion van. I came up on them probably about 110 miles an hour. I ran them off in the road into a ditch, and which I'm not proud of. And I ran another elderly couple off the road in Ford City. I was behind them. I was tailgating them. I was going like this from side to side in the lane. And then I went around him. I punched it, and he went off. I forced him to go off the road. I was worse than anybody I've ever seen around here in a car. I even outran a West Virginia state trooper on Route 70, which I don't want anyone doing. None of them things, because I was 100% in the wrong for doing it, and I paid for it too. I did. I paid for. God made me pay for it more than one way. But yeah, I've been working men since I was 12 years old, and I am tired. I am worn out. I'm having a real hard time finding energy. You know, it's like right now, I have time to take this bike out. It's a beautiful day, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. All I want to do is lay down. So I'll get the bike out, guys. I might take the e-bike down on that trail again tomorrow. And like I said with the homeless people, guys, I want you to think about this a little bit. Okay? Do you think I should make some kind of a care package for them guys? We got winter coming here now. All right? In another month and a half, winter weather's going to start. You got a guy down there with two dogs. He gonna be living outside with them two dogs. So, you know, you can go on Amazon and you can buy homeless care kits. You can buy homeless care kits for homeless people. Or like I said, you can make them up yourself. You know, put stuff in there you think they'll need, like fingernail clippers, combs, shavers, soap, towels, maybe baby wipes, um, maybe a mirror, maybe a mirror for the winter, gloves, socks, clothes, blankets. You know, I look at it this way, guys. If I was homeless, I would want people to help me. There's so many people, including me, that just pass right by them, guys. There's so many people they just ignore them. They walk right by them. Probably all smokers. I bet you if you give them a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, man, they'll probably cry. Meanwhile, how much is a pack of cigarettes now? $8. I bet you blow off. I bet you burn off $8 in gasoline for nothing. For nothing. Just riding around a block looking for a hooker. You guys probably burn off more gasoline than that.